What happened?
Order filled.
Ah, bro, took a live trade right here. Took a live trade right here. Nice.
Order filled.
Just
And
like
we're done
that.
for the day, just like that, my nigga. Fuck ass. Um,
Yo, what's good? It's your bro Low, and I'm bringing you guys another saucy trading video. Let's get it, man. All right, now let's go ahead and get right into the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. So basically, you can see we took a loss today. Very, very small loss. Nothing too crazy. As well as like basically, I've tried to end the day at 2,400, but like whole time, $4 has slipped. But that's cool, right? And then on the TFT account, we are down. We basically took like a $270 loss, which is a lot less than a loss that I took here today because I had cut it. But yeah, I only took a small loss because I risked $500 per trade. So I basically took a very, very, very minimum loss on this account. And all I need is really two good trades to really pass this first phase of this account. You know what I mean? So this account, we straight chilling. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like we look, listen. I didn't take no $250 loss today. What can I tell you? I'm not taking that like I was doing fucking what when shit. These that the start of the month basically I was taking like back to back loss of $200 losses. You know what I'm saying? That shit was huge. But you can see, look, look at April. Like it speaks for yourself. Like just straight up took these losses, right? You guys were with me this whole time throughout the whole thing of me like taking those losses and me not even trading for this week and then me coming back just like straight on point. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Took a loss, took a dub, loss, and I was on like a five trade winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, five trade losing streak before I lost today. So you know what I'm saying? The risk management is there, the trade management is there, the mental management is there. You know what I'm saying? We back to discipline even after the payout. You know what I mean? But yeah, so let's go over the trades that I took today. A little bit of context, right? So dollar had basically. Let's go to the daily. Start with the daily. So yesterday I was buying dollar and I was selling euro and GU, right? So um, the thing is, I was willing to buy dollar again today because I was thinking it could reach into that previous weekly FEG, right? Maybe, possibly, and even the previous weekly high, right, for dollar. That's what I was thinking it could do. But whole time, like, it came down to a discount array. Everything was there. You know what I'm saying? Midnight open was up here. Look at Asia. We came down one standard deviation. You know what I'm saying? And basically, we tapped into that area, right? That FEG. You know what I'm saying? Down close candles, whatever, right? The two consecutive down close candles that ran out liquidity, right? Right there. That's like your order block. Damn. My fault. So that's your order block right there. I used it. I got this entry pattern to where a down close candle, the next candle took out the previous down close candle low, the hourly, and this had happened. So we were in around 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock I was buying in around here, and I could go in and go basically buying dollar around here, and I could go to the euro. EU had did the same thing, ran up, but on the opposite end, right? EU ran up into a premium, and then we ran into what is this? 75% of the previous weekly high right here into this FEG premium, and then my entry was somewhere inside of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that right here. So here we go. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me move myself. Let me move myself. Get my black ass out the way. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's do this. So I basically took EU right here. The entry was there. I was leaving my stop a little bit more room to breathe, not putting it really above this up close candle right here. Entering at 5 contracts. Just looking for price to really start expanding lower from here, and then hopefully my stop could be safe above this high because you can see that we ran out Asia. We came up about one standard deviation as well. right? So I was just anticipating that I'm getting in at an efficient price, so I'm anticipating that dollar can run lower from here instead of continuously trying to run up. I mean, not dollar, EU, instead of continuously trying to run up higher. I wasn't thinking of higher prices here, even with that 8:30 and 10 o'clock news that we had. You know what I'm saying? I'm positioning myself at an efficient price if I think euro is going lower. And then we also have a little bit of the price action here. Like how you have this down close candle before these two consecutive up close candles, right? That's running out buy side liquidity. Right, so my entry wasn't the best entry compared to this range high to this range low, right? So I didn't get the best feel looking at it on this time frame, which is the 15-minute, but on the 3-minute it kind of felt like a good feel. It's a good feel in general because look at how far are we from midnight open price, right? And then we already came up like one standard deviation, so it wasn't a bad feel based off of looking at it here. But as soon as you start getting that price action, it starts looking a little spooky, right? That I didn't get the best entry. So yeah, I didn't get the best entry. If I would have got a good entry up here, my stops could have been like a little bit higher, right? But whole time so far, it was still good. It was still cool. Like I was still chilling. Like I still felt like price could go lower from here and not run up here. It's a little bit more high probable to me in my head that the probability of it going lower is a lot higher. We also was contending with a hourly FEG, which was this blue array right here. So you guys can see it right there. So boom. Some 15-minute higher time frame FEG that we were playing off of, and we created that down close candle, so that was against me as well. This price action was straight dookie cheeks. Like, what can I, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was dookie cheeks, bro. Like, it was going good. It wasn't going the best. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the most high probable the way the price action, it started printing, the way the candle started printing and moving and shit. But like, I'd have no control over this. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta allow price to do whatever the fuck it's gonna do. And that's why I left my stop up here and just let it do what the fuck it's gonna do. Order block, maybe it can continue off of that. It's still probable to go lower. I was hoping that 10 o'clock news wasn't gonna run me out at 10 o'clock, which is like gonna be pretty soon. Right? So we're close to that 10 o'clock. I don't have it annotated. But yeah, it's 9:45. So yeah, it was looking good right here. I'm like, okay, we're getting a little bit movement back to break even, thinking that price is gonna start expanding towards this, having some displacement towards this low, and we had the news about to come out too. So I'm like, yo, this is looking good. It's looking straight. There you go on the TFT account, right there. You could see. But yeah, I was just hoping that I wasn't hoping. I hoped that the 10 o'clock. I hope that the 10 o'clock news wasn't about to come and run me out, because that was a possibility. If it happened, then it happened. You know what I'm saying? But that news wasn't really all that for me to think like there was going to be manipulation. Like, I felt like the manipulation already happened. We're way above Asia. We came one standard deviation. We came up to the highest of a premium. If I'm thinking this shit is going lower, I'm at a good price. I got a good feel compared to today's range, this daily range. But yeah, you can see, boom, it almost hit me out, right? I'm like, okay, so this is still holding, right? I had got out. I forgot to mention, I had cut basically this trade on the TFT account, and I had re-entered because I wanted, at first I got out, right, because I'm like, this isn't that high probable, and then I think I not FOMO back in, but like, I'm like, okay, this is still kind of going good. It's still kind of going cool. I re-entered on the TFT account. Whatever I cut out early, I just entered it back in, basically at $500 of risk again at $2,000, right? So I moved it over there so you can see it right here. So yeah, man, this trade, it kept coming, almost getting close to me, close to my stop, but like the whole time, I'm just like, bro, I'm about to let it run. At first, I was thinking about closing it so many times, bro, just hovering over the close button, but I'm like, bro, why would I close it all the way up here. I just wanted to be even at $400 if this was gonna be an L. So that's why I was waiting for that close. I was probably gonna get out, but I'm like, at the same time, this still could play out. It's still only 10 o'clock, right? But at the same time, it would be better to just get out the trade right here. But at the same time, I'm on a huge winning streak. So I'm really comfortable with just taking a small $22 loss. You know what I'm saying? After a good ass week that I had, even after payout, I got my payout and I got a little extra. You know what I'm saying? Just from this week, just from the 5 winning streak. You know what I'm saying? So I'm comfortable with taking this full loss. It's not like I feel like I just have to cut. I need to cut risk. No, I'm risk on right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm risk on right now. So at the same time, as long as I take this L to the chin, it didn't matter. I was done for the day and done for the week regardless, right? So you see, it tagged me out. It tagged me out on the what's it called account, but remember my stop was a little bit higher. I never moved it. And then I re-entered. I got a better entry, right? So the stop was a little bit higher on the TFT. So I was just letting it run. I was like, okay, so shit, now it want to go lower after it hit me out on my price action account? Like, look, it literally hit me out and then wanted to start going lower. Like, bro, like, where the gat at, bro? Like, this shit, like, y'all see how it do me? Like, bro, y'all see how it do me? But yeah, I'm thinking about, like, cutting it right here. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna just cut it. Are you know what I'm saying? So I cut it right here. I was just like, fuck it, I'm done for the day. I don't care if the shit go lower. I got out. I still have I'm still at $2,000 on my TFT account, right? So took a $250 loss and took a fucking $122 loss on my price section account and just ended it like that, bro. I can't control what the fuck happened next. Like, hold on, let's see what the fuck happened next. Let's see what happened. See now, look, bro. See, you know what I'm saying? Like, look. It's going in the way that I was that I wanted to see it go. But I can't control it. I just have to make the right decision. What I think that my decision is, I need to do it, stick to my rules, and just like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to lose fucking $500 on shit that was chopping around since 1040, 1050. Hit me out on my price action account. Was giving it room. It was a high resistance liquidity run. Bruh, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be another day to trade. But this shit still pissed me the fuck off. I'm telling you, just looking at it pisses me off. So I'm going to go ahead and not look at it before I crash the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go to reaction videos, man. Fuck it. Why not? All right, let's get it.
What's going on? My name is Trey.
We watching TFX trading. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Trey.
Thanks. I have not taken a trade yet on my funded account. No inversions. I respect all of this. We haven't delivered off of anything yet, but I did take this trade here for my Apex accounts. So let me actually, and I'll take.
Okay, hold on.
Return on executions. So boom.
Okay, nigga took a buys type shit. I got my ass fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Took the buy.
Off of this first. Replace of this one.
You want to run some of the bank while they count?
But,
What?
The bank's back when they count.
Got stopped out.
No.
So it was whatever.
Damn.
And then I got this again, and I entered off of this, and
so you took 2 buys? He took
this.
two of them?
Got out up here, which
1, 2, yeah. Oh yeah, he's scaled in.
No, it's not my model. I trade IFGs. This can be looked at as a gamble, and if you would say that, I fucking agree.
Breaking rules already.
This nigga Trey, man. This nigga Trey.
Breaking rules.
At least for the Apex account, because my funded account ignores everything. We manipulate down. off open.
It got low.
We take this liquidity and then we run back up to it. That's
Okay, that's the analysis. Okay.
that's the scenario.
Okay, Trey putting a little. Okay, you got the little. Yeah, he recording this shit. No, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Oh, you got it. You got it high as hell though. But that shit moving though. I know. Nah, that shit was moving today though. Can't even lie. Can't like. What can I tell you? Oh, you got stopped out on the first one. Okay. It then went right in after it traded above the damn closed candle. Nah, I would have started tweaking the fuck out as soon as he got that close. I would have started tweaking out. Nah, I would have started tweaking out. Nah, I'm just playing.
No, for real though.
Nah, okay, good trade management. Good trade management. Yeah, because he put his stops. He put his stop like as soon as it started expanding. He put his stop like right below this expansion. So that's good that he didn't rush it to break even yet.
Are we
Then he
trading
pushed it to
minis?
break even. Yep. Boom. Okay. Easy money.
If you would say that, I would fucking agree. So I really don't care. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What happened?
Order filled.
Ah, bro, took a live trade right here. Took a live trade right here. Nice.
Order filled.
Just
Yeah,
like
we're done
that.
for the day, just like that, my nigga. Fuck ass.
No, this nigga funny as hell.
Why did I take
I
this?
can't.
And it never closed. Let me explain, because that's something I want to explain in this video. So I look at the market as liquidity. Cool. A lot of people look at the market as liquidity, right? But the thing is, for me, and the reason why I'm talking about this is simply because somebody asked me why I don't have a course. Okay, somebody asked me, hey, why don't you make a course? Because
This the nigga just started trading. Like why? Like damn.
I post on Snapchat and I post on Instagram. Like Twitter.
Well, it would be like just about
On Instagram.
half of the people out there. That's what they do.
Yeah, not for real.
No track
That's
record.
that's what most niggas be doing. Like with TikTok and all of that, niggas really just got
Yeah.
they just got into trading, and they over here like
Right.
they might be struggling behind closed doors and ain't telling you, but like showing you that they're doing this shit when they really not. You know what I'm saying?
With no time,
Yeah.
no
And
proof,
they
no
make
nothing.
that little course, no receipts, no nothing, and niggas the way they advertise their shit, like they really making money like that. They probably got a rented car. Boom, let me take a picture about a rented car and me in a rented car with the you know what I'm saying, that I did this, you guys can do it too. People start getting that little dopamine in their head, like, oh, I can make this much money this fast. I could be rich. I don't have to go work a 9 to 5 no more. I could do this in like 2 months, 3 months,
Fake it till
and
you
then
make it,
boom,
right?
you
Fake it
get
till
you
you
get
make it.
the noobs, the new people buying into those courses and shit. But a real trader shows you receipts, shows you payouts, shows you the equity curve, shows you all of that. You know what I'm saying? If they really legit for real, you know. So yeah,
Right.
My tight circle, and out of those people, only 3 of them are actually trading currently right now. They're learning from me. No, they don't trade the exact same. They don't trade IFUGs like me.
Yeah, everybody trade different.
Breaker, something. One of them uses indicators, but he's about to drop that shit and come to me. He had a live account. It was doing good, and then he fucked it up. But I told him, he trade, do this a lot. This candle, where the fuck did this shit deliver from? You feel me? Because like it literally delivered from nothing. And I actually do this a lot. So if there's a inversion set up for me, and let's say this candle actually closed right here, but I felt the conviction, or like I felt the momentum because I trade like discretionary as well. I would take this, and I would get in before normal IFVG traders. Like I would actually take this. Okay, so
I know ICT has said something about like even if it doesn't go completely through, right? It doesn't have to close. It's the fact that it's trading up into it at a certain point, that inversion FUG. So sometimes ICT will even enter before closes and shit. So I don't know why like people be like, yo, it has to close. I mean that's a better, because that's what I do. I wait for a close, but it's a better confirmation. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to like enter after the close. Especially if it's already something happening right here, because you got a down close candle right here. It could be something happening right here, and you could just anticipate this going through this. But if you see it wick up into it and come back down, that's still a good entry.
when it comes to making a course,
I wouldn't get it up there though.
my nigga, I don't know. Like I can mentor you. I mean that's fine. I'm not in a position right now, but I know I will be in the future.
All right, what else trade you take, Trey?
Here, and that's literally it. And
Okay.
I believe in. I can't spell for shit. I apologize. And I believe in scaling. Okay, that's why I want multiple accounts, because now, not for one account, my payout is $500. Okay, but now for 4 accounts, my payouts can be two. You feel me? So that I believe in scaling as well. So like this right here.
Wait, how did he get
This is
2,500 out of 500 4 times?
because
You said what?
He said one account is 500 and 4 accounts is 2,500. Like
this
the
right
math
here,
is not mathing.
this isn't even the final product, because we finna have CPI and NFP and shit next product.
Wait, where you said that at? I was not paying attention.
one
I'm high as hell.
My payout is $500 for that one. Okay. But now for 4 accounts, my payouts can be 2. You feel me? So that I believe.
So four times 500. What's that?
Yes,
2,000.
2,000.
Yeah, that's 2,000. Maybe,
Yeah, so
maybe
that's
he's
what I'm saying.
he's adding 4 in this one together. So this one,
Maybe, I hope so.
yeah, and then the other 4. Maybe he's putting those together.
Even scaling as well. It's like this is
Then that would make
this
500.
right here. This isn't even the final
2,500.
product, because we finna have CPI and NFP and shit next week.
Oh, he's porting
I'm
that
buying multiple
account.
accounts for those. And I'm finna send them bitches. Okay, so that's the
Yo,
thing. I guess I'm just looking at. I guess I'm just looking at the bigger picture for me. But
his plan, like, okay, like when I first ran into Trey, his plan, right, when I was first looking at it, I was like, okay, this don't seem, because Trey is new, right, Sharon? He's new. He's been traded for like maybe like 4 months, 5 months, but like he actually like back test, journaled and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But he's been back testing. He has like his the way he trades is like a villain type of way. Like everybody that's like he calls it unethical ICT trading, right? So he does negative RR, right? Risk to reward. Like he'll aim for so let's say a point 0.4 or 0.3 compared to like 1, or 0.5 compared to 1. A certain amount of points. I forgot. He might mention it in here. But at first I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. This nigga, like, that shit, I don't think that. But then he started like showing his like back testing of it, and I'm like, you know what? It could. The facts are right there that this shit could be, because his basically his win rate is like super high. It's like super high, because he gets in on inversion FEGs and then he gets out early. Early, even if it's a negative RR. But like, it looked from the shit that he showed on his through his back testing and the journaling. I'm like, okay, yo, this shit could work. It's a good plan. It's like a villain there. It's like a villain type of plan, because it's like negative RR. You know what I'm saying? Boom, you just entering off of closes of it could be random ones. It doesn't even matter where it's at. He was doing random ones at first. But
There was
you know, yeah.
there was one of his sons. ICT set up a plan sort of like that for one of his sons.
No,
I can't remember which one,
yeah.
but it
I
was it
think
was
was it
it
Cameron?
was something like that.
Was it Cameron?
I don't remember, but I
Yeah,
know that he I only saw that
It
he
was
mentioned on
Cameron.
Twitter that
yeah,
people were criticizing it because they were like he's risking more than he's gonna actually win.
yeah.
But the thing is like he's not staying in so long into the trade and letting it come back on him. So
Right.
he's taking his profit. So it doesn't matter like how much you're risking because you win in the trade more than you losing.
The reason why I was like Trey's not completely crazy with his plan because it's like I remember ICT always actually saying that negative RR with his concepts can work. So at inversion FEG, shit, you just go you get in because sometimes most of the time it just goes right up and you could get like a good amount of points off of that versus like maybe putting your stop down here. You know what I mean? Or some shit. Put your stop down here somewhere. But like you could get a good amount of
Yeah.
points like that and just dip out just like that. Don't have to hold for a 1 or 2 or 1 to 1.5. It could be like a negative fucking negative a negative 8. You know what I'm saying? But like yeah.
Because on average you're gonna win more than you lose. And I think Show
It's
just said
not
it was
even.
Cameron.
Yeah,
It's not
Cameron.
even like I'm like, hell yeah, I passed these accounts. Blah blah blah. blah, blah, blah. It's not even that exciting for me right now. Like my mindset right now
It's the
is
payout.
like proved it to you. Like I proved it wrong, etc. etc. Like people told me I need a positive RR. Like this is the main thing. Like this is the shit that was eating at me. A positive RR. People told me you need a positive RR to be profitable. Some shit like that. And truth be told, if I had a positive RR, bro, and going to the draw liquidity, I don't think I would win like half of these trades. Okay. And the thing is, it's a proven fact because look at this. If I was trading my Top Step account the same way as the Apex evals, I like this win rate, bro. I love it. I love seeing this shit right now, bro. I will take this every time. And the thing is, I'm one day closer to a payout.
Yeah, he said he could hit 200 days easily. Trey. So like he's doing I mean he's doing it. He's proving it to himself. He did the back testing. Shit. So whatever happens, even if he might have to tweak some shit. If I was you, Trey, I'd keep sticking to this shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But just keep that.
Yeah, forget
Keep
what
that. Even though this nigga 4 months in, hey, sometimes it don't take niggas that. Not everybody's the same. Everybody's journey is different. Like this shit took me like 4 or 5 years, 5 fucking years, bro. You know, to really get my mindset at that point. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes people a year. You know what I'm saying? Average is like 3 years. But Trey, if you keep that mentality, keep your mentality straight and focus on your data and focus on your plan and stick to your shit and cut out everybody else, what everybody else got to say, do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever mistakes you making, as long as you writing that shit down, keeping track of your mistakes and acknowledging your mistakes. Don't let ego get in your way. My nigga, you straight. You gonna get this shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this. So yeah, bro.
I think Paladin
One
had
day.
like a 1 or 2.
Yeah, Paladin. Yeah, 1 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
One
I
day.
think it was.
When did I pass it? When the fuck?
All right, nah, good shit, Trey. I'm about to let me cause this video about to be long as shit. Hold on. Who else? Was we supposed to react to? Who y'all want to react to? Diego.
Always
Yeah, let me see if he
edit
dropped.
out another thing.
He ain't even drop a video yet. All right. All right, so we reacting to Nick Shine. He said his video say, "Here's how I'm going to make $1 million this year." Let's see what he has to say.
We've got a lot to talk about today. The markets are going crazy, right? You know, Trump's over here in office
Nick, take off your cap, bro. I'm trying to see your bald head, bro.
saying like, tariffs, folks, believe me, it's going to be so incredible, believe me. And then the market crashes. And then the very next week, Trump's like, just kidding, folks, just kidding, no tariffs. And then now the market's back up. So U.S. stock market's going crazy. Cryptocurrency's going crazy. Bitcoin just got back above $90,000 as I'm making this video. And then Forex is just, some of it's going back and forth, some of it's ranging, going sideways. In this video, we're going to talk about it. We got a lot to talk about. I haven't made a YouTube video in a month. The past month has been the worst month of my life. I've sat my ass here on my living room couch almost every day the past month.
Shit, at least you ain't seeing your ass in no dirt. You know what I'm saying? In Africa, in Nigeria.
Horrible
If I'm gonna have me a good month. I'm sitting here with this type of scenery.
That view.
You know, that view. You know what I'm saying?
That I got from, like, I think antibiotics. Started taking them a few days later. So I haven't uploaded a video in a month, but I've had plenty of time to think things through, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it here in this video.
Let's go.
By the way, if you're not in my free Telegram channel, this is where I share all my analysis, all my trades, all my stuff that I think price is gonna do, this and that, all my insights free.
Come on, Nick. Come
on.
on.
Literally free. 1,000 members.
We know what he's doing here.
Bullshit. You don't like it.
But get your money though, Nick. You know what I'm saying?
No, whatever. You just leave the group. 10 seconds of your life. All right, cool. So let's look at a couple different things. First, let's go to the thing that's here, the most prominent right now. Cryptocurrency. We literally just broke $90,000. What is price doing? Literally, what the hell were we doing? We broke the lows right here. We went sideways for like a while. We tried to knock out the lows, just touching by a hair. Like we went to 76, and we went down here to 75, and then just popped up. I think Bitcoin is more than likely to just continue up, at some point. Now maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we see price stop right here. It turns into a little break and retest type of thing, and then we bounce here and we go to all the way to zero. Maybe Bitcoin goes to zero. If that happens, I'm going to lose millions of dollars. If it doesn't even go to zero, if it just goes like down here to 40K, 35K, the bull market's over, I'm still going to lose over $1 million on that. But with where crypto's at right now,
but looking at the structure, it's not, you're not gonna think it's just gonna
now I think more than likely things are looking amazing for prices to go up long term. We go to the weekly chart, it's done nothing but go up for the past 15 years. Bitcoin, I think, will probably top out around at least 130K, if not 150K. I'm personally waiting for $150,000, at which point more than likely I'm going to be just selling all my crypto tokens, or at least most of it, like 90% of it. The only three cryptos that I'm in right now are Bitcoin, Solana, and Algorand. So, why am I in these three? It's just my personal preferences. I believe from a risk-reward setting, I think Algorand has a lot of upside to go to. So I've been adding one of those cocaine addicted hookers in a truck stop parking lot. They really need the money, so they're willing to do a lot of crazy shit. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of crazy shit. I'm adding to Algorand down there. And then prices from the lows it was made, it's now up 36%. After a crash of freaking 75%. That's insane. Just the past month and a half alone from the crypto crashes, I'm down $600,000. Now some of that started to be recovered, especially since I added. So if we go back up past the highs and we go where I think I'm going to make millions of dollars from this. And if you're not in Bitcoin, I'm not telling you what to do, right? I'm not telling you, this is a great financial decision. This is not financial advice. Please don't sue me. But, I think from a risk-reward perspective, me personally, given my very degenerate gambling trading behavior, I just think that Bitcoin's more than likely to go up. So look, even if you're buying here around $90,000, and even if Bitcoin just goes to 130K, right? This is what I'd consider very conservative, right? You have a shitty entry because you're already buying really high when it's already on the way back up. You didn't buy at the lows like I did and everyone else. But also, at the same token, this is with a very conservative target. I think Bitcoin's going to go to 150K. I'm going to be surprised if it doesn't. But very conservatively, I think we'll at least see 130K during this bull run, at some point within the next few months, some point this year, later in the year. We're in April right now of 2025. Yeah, I think Bitcoin's going up, whatever. I'm with all the crypto bros. This is a 45% increase if this very conservative thing happens, right? So,
I could visualize that.
It, right?
I could visualize that happen. I'm not going to lie. That happening, just looking at the chart, looking at the price action, okay, FEG, discount from this low to this high, boom, we going.
Percent increase.
Unless if they want to come and want to manipulate and shit, and then that's going to be a deep discount, 50K. You really want to get in there, because then.
So if this very conservative thing happens, right? So, say you even put 10K into it, right? After fees, commissions, this and that, you're going to make 4K pre-tax. That's not bad for throwing 10K into something and then maybe getting back. Maybe, if it goes up. That's one big if. maybe you make 4K if it does that, right? You put 100K in, you make 40 grand, you pay some tax on that, you keep 30. It is what it is, right? I think it's a reasonable, safe bet for me personally, given my risk tolerance, right? 90% of my holdings are right here in Bitcoin. I've got 5% of my holdings in Solana, and then I got about 5% of them in Algorand as well. So these are just kind of my little bets here. If Solana blows up and goes past the previous highs, we're going to see a nice, maybe 150%, maybe 200%. If Solana gets to 500, maybe even more. And if Algorand, if we just get back to the high on Algorand, right, which is nothing, that's 200%, right? And I've got 5% of my crypto holdings in here. If we go anywhere near like these previous highs, say we just stop here, right, that's 700%. I think it's a good bet from a risk reward perspective, and I think these outcomes are very likely to play out. So that is the crypto market. As far as the U.S. stock market, what are we doing? What the hell is going on? Price is going up, then it's going way down, and then it starts going up, and everybody gets happy. Then it starts going down again. Let's just have a look here on the daily, right? So on the daily, we had this huge move down. This right here was like a 25% drop, right? What was it? 25%? 20%, excuse me. 20% drop, and then we pop up all of a sudden, right? So we pop up in here like, 13%, and now prices started to pull back over the last few days. I don't know what's going to happen. The U.S. stock market does go up long term, so I don't think it's a ridiculous place to add more here. If you're into that kind of stuff, if you're into just DCAing regularly, keep in mind, for people who are not trying to learn how to trade and go through the excruciating, painful process that almost no one can do successfully of learning how to trade Forex or stocks or crypto, your best bet is just to buy and hold the S&P 500 index. You can beat statistically 85% of hedge fund managers if you just buy and hold the damn S&P 500 index. So you should just do that. Maybe. Not financial advice. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Financial advice.
Right. You gotta put that in there. You gotta make sure you put that in there because you could really get sued. Like people will really be like, yeah.
Lose money. You're probably gonna lose money.
Yeah, you saw his face though. He was like, you should do it.
I have to say, you're probably still gonna lose money because people are just really dumb. And but do I think it'll go back up? Obviously, yes. S&P 500 goes up long term. It's 15% back to the highs. If we crack a very conservative new high, very modest right here. She's a very nice schoolgirl with a little like what's it called, a modesty board covering up her lower areas from her short dress she's wearing. If this very conservative thing right here that happens and it's very modest, we're going to see a 25% gain if S&P can break the highs. Now, should you do this with leverage? Probably not. But if you do it with cash, right? S&P makes a new high at some point this year because Trump's like, no more tariffs, folks. No more. Believe me, it's going to be incredible. And then price ends up going up and breaking the highs. Great, sweet. Yes, that's 25% gain, right? That's in line with what Bitcoin might do, maybe, right? Bitcoin, if that goes to 130K from here, 45% gain. Stock market from where it's at right now, that's nice. That's a 25% gain. We will see what happens long term. Most of you are better off just buying and holding the S&P until you die. Maybe selling a little bit of it to enjoy a little bit of it before you die at some point. If you make it to 70, that's awesome. Sell some of your S&P 500 holdings, pay some tax, and then you can go and spend some money on hookers and cocaine or something.
Right.
So, that's the US stock market. No. As far as the Forex market, let's talk a little bit about this here. So there's a couple things happening, right? I've been doing swing trading. I've been doing a little bit more like lower time frame stuff, like 4 hour and 1 hour. I've been looking at daily. I look at the weekly probably like once a week just to see what the candle closed like. I'm thinking at some point we're going to have reversions on these pairs, right? A lot of these are very steady state pairs. They just have the characteristic, though, when they go really far in one direction, you generally see a sell-off in the opposite direction. I was in a trade this past weekend that popped up here. I lost like $15,000 on that one trade.
God damn!
And then it was either 10 grand or 12 grand or 15 grand or something. But, I lost some money on price jumping up above this area, breaking the highs and going up. So I lost some money there. I was also in a GBP AUD trade. I was in short and it started going up, so I just closed this at a small loss, and it looks like it still ended up going up. There's a couple things that could happen here, and I honestly, with the way that things are going right now, I'm gonna sound like every crypto bro here and every like trading guru, like, with everything going on with the market analysis and the fundamental context and the economy and the government and Trump and all this stuff. Who the hell knows what will happen, right? I'm not here to speculate on what will happen. I don't make money because I can predict where price is going every time. I just make money because I control risk and I use a little bit of discretion and intuition to kind of make trading decisions that long-term statistically result in profitability. So with that said, what do I think is going to happen on EURUSD? I think at some point soon in this general region, we're going to see a little bit of a reversion. Now, probably not something like that, but something like this, right? Something a little bit more modest, something that's got the modesty board, the nice little sweet schoolgirl that's, very conservative values, and she's she stays a virgin until she's like 25 years old, and then she gets married and stays with the one husband the same life. and then the whole her whole life and raises kids and
yo, this yo, he's
that's
tweaking.
what your USD's like in this general
Nah,
region.
this nigga's Nick Sharp,
and if
bro.
this little pullback can happen right here, that would be great. What would the actual trade look like? I don't know. Follow my free Telegram channel. I'll probably put in there.
Yeah, follow that shit, y'all.
I do call.
He gonna make y'all some money. I'm not a financial advisor though. You know what I'm saying?
All my exact trades in the mixed trades group. I post all my exact trades in here that I'm taking, like every single thing. You know, whatever type of trade it is, I put it in here. I show my actual terminal with the stop loss, with the take profit, with the entries, with the dollar amount risk, and I just post it all in here. That way you guys can see everything. I don't do the stupid crap of like, you know, typing the trade out like sell EU right now. I don't do it. MFX Nick's being hit, but you can literally get in that group chat. I'm active in that group. Not my team, not somebody else. Sometimes if it's long-winded enough, I'll just send you like a 10-minute audio message. Far, I think at some point we'll have a reversion. Kind of the same reason I think EU is likely to bounce here, right? We've gone up pretty far. I think at some point we'll have a reversion. Maybe she goes higher first and then pulls back, but I think at some point soon we'll tug back around. USD JPY is at this support level. What happens at support oftentimes? I don't know. We generally see price have a bounce.
The thing about Nick Shine, bro, he's like the most like, because when I first started trading, this is one of the first people I first ever started like learning from. Like started off with breaking retest, him and Momo, Forex. So the thing about Nick is that he keeps this shit simple. Like I'm talking about, he's just a simple dude, like dead ass, a simple dude. So like he'll just use key higher time frame support and resistance areas, waits for a bounce, and then he'll enter, put his stop a little lower, wherever, right, and just manages his risk. Simple. And then aims for whatever he aims for, but like really clean key levels. That's key to him. You know what I mean?
So as long
but
as
he
it's
keeps
been
it
a
that
really
simple.
long-winded move all the way down to the zone.
And then his intuition from being in the game for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he likes seeing. You know,
You generally see a bit of a reversion, a little bit of reversal, a little bit of a price doing a little bouncy off the zone. So that's what I think might happen, maybe, potentially. Don't sue me on USD JPY. If I take a trade, it'll just be an entry here around this zone, like around this general region, and then a stop below and a target above. I'm waiting for a little bit more price action to confirm whether or not this is actually going to be doing something that's sexy enough to get into. So, I don't know. GBP USD. I don't really know where this happened. I feel kind of the same thing like as I do on EU. I think that we're more likely to go down than up, but who knows, right? Anything could happen. USD CAD, I think the price is more likely to go up than down. A lot of these reversions likely to happen, especially since price is going in a downtrend. Then we're like failing to really go and make a lot of new lows here. It tells me there's not as many sellers as there was before. So I think we might go up, but hey, we'll see what happens. GBP JPY has been in a range. I see nothing there. GBP AUD, I think price is actually going to go up. Probably end up getting long this week at some point on GBP AUD. I think we've got plenty of upside potential. I think the downside potential is low, and we'll know very quickly if it's not going to go up because it'll break the lows. USD CHF, I think at some point we're going to go up soon, but I think USD CAD is a better opportunity.
You know what's crazy? How his like intuition lines up with like a little bit of smart money. Like you see how like he's calling it thinking it's going up from like, look, it's all it's been doing is dropping. It took out a low, but he's trying to buy at a discount, basically.
I like USD
and sell
CAD
at
a
a
lot.
premium.
I don't know why. Sometimes she's not my best friend, but other times she's great, and I think I get more out of her than she takes out of me. So USD CAD is what I'll be looking for instead of USD CHF. We got Euro CAD. Since I'm trading USD CAD, I'm probably just going to skip this one. Well, I was previously waiting on price to come up here a little bit above 1.60. I think it's around 1.61. Yeah, pretty much 1.61 to maybe reverse. Why? Well, number one, it's a big like resistance area. Number two, we've gone up in like a pretty nice quick move, right? We pulled back a little bit. Now we spiked up here to a new high. I've noticed for almost a decade of trading, when price goes really far in one direction, generally at some point it has a reversion. Now, how do you know like when it's going to reverse, right? You don't, right? That's what a stop loss is for, or hedging is for, or dollar cost averaging and using appropriate position sizes to DCA into it if it goes against you. That's what the whole risk structure is for, right? So you don't know what the hell's going to happen. However, what you do know is that generally speaking, in a steady state market like Forex that is very mean reverting compared to other markets like cryptocurrency and a bull run, or the S&P 500 with Trump in the Oval Office yelling that the tariffs are canceled, prices usually revert in the Forex market compared to other markets. It's just my experience. It's the most steady state market. In my opinion, Forex is the most predictable. Unless you're literally buying Bitcoin in a bull run, then great. That's somewhat predictable. I think Forex is great, though, for that. Just because, the more it goes in one direction, you generally see a pullback, right? Even if you get these really long extended moves. It goes really far. You have a little bit of a pullback there. Went further up here, then it had a bigger pullback, like 100% of the previous impulse. Ranged for a while. Now it's gone up here. We've had this big move upwards. I think even if we go up a little bit more, it's likely to just have a reversion somewhere in there. Forex works really well with like DCA approaches, but it also works really well if you just buy when it's gone really far to the downside with a huge stop, and then you sell when price has gone really far to the upside with a big stop. And what do I mean by a huge stop? Here's what I mean. It's not really that crazy. If price has gone up here, and let's say you think price will have like a nice pullback down here and maybe go somewhere down here and make like a higher low down there, right? And that's a pretty reasonable target. Then you look at your stop. You just got to make sure you at least get a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. What's the likelihood that price goes all the way and hits that stop before hitting the target? If you've waited for a long enough move in one direction, then in my opinion, in my experience, just my personal statement only, I think it's a little bit more than 50% likely that it's going to have a reversion. It takes time to do this, though, right? It takes time to get this. It takes time to get experience. Just keep practicing over and over. Buy wherever the hell you want. Sell wherever the hell you want.
But he's selling at premiums and buying at discounts.
Stop losses and TPs wherever the hell you want. You're never going to get it right every time. All you can do is get enough experience to where you start getting it right a little more than half the time. And if you can do that, that's your edge. You're never going to be able to program it into an automated system. You're never going to be able to use a black and white mechanical rules-based trading approach. It is all going to be your intuition, your experience, your discretion, your discernment of the price action. It's all that little magical shit that goes on in your head that allows you to say, okay, I'm going to buy now, or I'm going to sell now. Black and white rules will not save you. If they would, then you could have copied somebody else's, YouTube video where it's a simple moving average strategy, bro. The 50 EMA crosses the 20 EMA, and then that's the golden crossover, the death cross, and then you sell with the 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. If that worked, you would be profitable. You would be sitting here listening to me yell at you in a YouTube video that none of that shit works. It's going to be your experience, your intuition, your discretion that dictates whether or not you're profitable. So remember that. Every time you're looking at all these little stupid trading strategies and trying to follow something black and white and mechanical.
That's some real shit, though. That's some real shit. I'll come down to you.
Just remember, you're still going to have to break the damn rules and use your discretion all the time, regularly, for you to be profitable. Otherwise, you won't be profitable. A trading strategy will not make you profitable. You will make you profitable. And what does that actually fucking mean? It means you just get enough experience to the point where you can start making those discretionary
So put in that work.
Decisions that allows you to get it right a little more than half the time. If you can do that with just a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, that's profitability. Do the math yourself. If you can win 60% of trades with a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, risking the same dollar amount on every single trade, that's a profitable trading approach. Generally after fees, commission, swaps, and everything, because with Forex, the fees are pretty low.
Alright, man, if y'all enjoyed that video, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, you know what I'm saying? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.